Hello, hello. Welcome. Good morning. Just another day here. We're doing well. So, yes, let's see. Okay, we're good to go. Just another day in paradise here. What we have. So, today I wanted to do something a little bit different, I guess, because I'm always talking about. I mean, I can say challenges. I'll say challenges, and I'll mention, I guess, in a little bit what are the challenges as far. Let me see if I can. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so as you can see right here, okay, and let me quickly pull out my phone just to make sure that I'm seeing what you're seeing. So yes, let's see. Um, Let me go. I have to watch like my own channel basically, so that I'm able to see stuff. uh, this is I put Stellar Gate. Stellar Game. I was like, where's the Stellar Gate? Okay, let's see. There we go. Can I hear myself? Yeah, I can hear myself. All right, perfect. So, here we go. Stargate. Let's go. All right. So, as you can see right now, this is what I have. Um, I've been, believe it or not, this took 2 months. No, a month and a half. Okay, it took a month and a half, but it wasn't this way though. It was different. Okay, it was different, and I was able to use blockchain and everything. Like I introduced contracts, introduced multiplayer, right? Servers. Mm, capture, not capture. No, at that time it was more like um, battling tanks. Okay, but like with physics. So it was um, it was quite a task to do. Okay, so now we have what I call this a different type of game mode. Okay, because back then it was more of like we're doing a free for all basically. So just 30 players or however is it, you just basically could join one out of four HQs, and then you can spawn in the HQ, and then you can kill other tanks basically, and many people could spawn in an HQ. That's not a problem. But the thing is that if we were to go that way, I swear I keep on yawning when I wake up. God, I'm dying. So, anyways, yeah, it's just not made for competition. Okay, it was made for just having fun. But I ran into a problem, and that is gas costs. Okay, gas will always be a problem. Always will be a problem. So I have to think of something that it's not that dependent on using gas, right? Because if I do, uh, let's say the entire day the server's up, there wasn't really a way to let's say start a server for like 10 minutes and then stop it. No, it was a continuous start, uh, wait, stop, start, wait, stop, start, wait, stop. And so what happens is that whenever I started, I had to waste gas because I was interacting with the contract. So the system itself wasn't bad, but it's bad if we're using blockchain because the costs are astronomical if we were to do the entire time, paying for gas and to stop and all of that. So, so this is a little bit different because we are basically scheduling it. Okay, basically scheduling it. So, what's the difference? Oh, sorry guys, I'm dying. You should know me as the yawning streamer. Like when I first stream, I just get start yawning. Jesus Christ. Okay, so um, yeah, basically this is different because now you're gonna capture objectives, and we have one tank per player because we want to use the technology that they have, right? And this is gonna be basically clan versus clan. It's not gonna be free for all or like 30 players wherever they want to spawn they can spawn in. It's gonna be different. So um, yeah, um, let's give like a super quick demo basically. So let's say I decide to join. So I'm gonna say spawn on HQ one. Okay, so my tank is spawn here, and I'm gonna go to this one here. That's objective 5. So we're using numerals in Cactobic. Okay, and I should probably name this video Cactobic to be honest. But we just went to objective 1, we capture it. Okay, because there's nobody, there's 0, so that's not a problem. So I go now to objective 6, and again capture. So now those are my capture points basically, right? I go now to the center, which is 0, and I should be able to capture it. There we go. So, and then let's go back here, and we capture it. Now, one challenge doing this, believe it or not, and what it took so long is the infrastructure. Okay, I was able to do this again, change a couple things, and do it within like a couple days. Okay, but this actually took me a month and a half. Like, you might say, "Holy crap! How did this take like a month and a half?" It took a month and a half, and it was like intense, man. Like trying to understand how to bring a tank to move, trying to understand how the server works. It was just painful. It was just painful. And so even now, a couple of challenges that I had was the Cactovic numeral system was a challenge, but I want to use it because I think it brings a layer of immersion that I want to bring, because I want to use Cactovic numbers for the game, and I want to use our own alphabet basically, right? So I think this starts to pave the way into that because we're using a custom font for this, as you can see, right? And so right now it doesn't look as much, right? Because we only have one tank. But imagine if we have a 30 versus 30 player and you're all coordinating where you're gonna send your tanks. Now we have a little bit of a challenge, right? So that's how the game is going to be, the mini game. Okay, mini game. We're not talking about the entire Stellar Gate game. We're talking about mini game. So it's very simple in that you have to capture points, basically. And the enemy obviously is going to try to capture those points too. Okay, because it's not just going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to capture the points and that's it. So there's going to be a defense plus, right? So if you defend an objective, you get a bonus point for defending, right? And if you do an attack, right, you're gonna have to figure out how to attack quickly, right? You might need more forces, but the thing about this is that this is gonna be a game of coordination, meaning that you can't just YOLO by yourself and try to capture a point because it's not gonna work. Maybe if there's no one here and you realize that you can get there, right? Maybe you can go there quickly, right? So you see this lag, like when it first spawns, it's smooth, but then it starts to lag out. I have to figure that out. I'm not sure why it does that. It's a pain in the butt because I'm very perfectionist, and this crap just kind of goes really smooth at the beginning, and then suddenly it just goes to crap. Like, it's so weird. Like, I don't know why it does that, but I'll fix it. Anyways, but yeah, so this is what we have right now. Okay, so just capturing points. Right now, as you can see, there's a 1 here and a 0. There should be, as once it exits an objective, it should say 0, right? Because the tank is not there anymore. However, it still counts it as a 1. It shouldn't though. So I have to fix that. So right now I'm just trying to fix everything as possible, okay, regarding the game mechanics. And the thing is that I need people to kind of test this out, So I'm gonna see how I can just spawn like multiple entities, okay, and just kind of realize what I can do here. But basically, it's just this, right? And then after that, we have to make it better, because obviously right now it looks a little bit, it's alright for a demo, but it can be made better. And the UI too, like right now the UI, I have like two buttons to spawn on HQ1 or HQ2, but remember that this is a clan versus clan. So right now, just for purely testing, spawn on HQ1, spawn on HQ2, it's fine. But as soon as we start talking about um, having people playing, they're gonna have to check with the contract where they are at, like where they can spawn at, basically. Okay, so that's how the game is gonna go, like. And remember, this is gonna be for competition, for prizes, for like money. So we have to make sure that it's super secure, right? Like all the infrastructure just made for this is gonna be it's gonna be intense. And the cool thing about this is that the way that it's made is that people can watch it on stream, basically. Okay, and I think I'm gonna keep the 15-minute mark, meaning to capture as many points as possible within 15 minutes. Obviously, the easiest one to capture are gonna probably be the ones closest to your HQ. So like this, the 5, 6, and 4. In this case, on the left side, it's just gonna be much easier to capture. And then here on the right side, right, this is 8, 1, 2. I'm remembering now the Cactovic system. So 8, 1, and 2 are gonna be more on the right side, right? It's gonna be easier to capture for the right side. And then the middle ones, this one's 7, 0, and 3 are gonna be the hardest ones because they're gonna be in the center, right? So as of right now, it's very geometrical in such sense as to give out ample how do you say this, like so basically the bases have no problems in capturing them. All right, that's basically it. Like I don't want to give unfair advantage to anybody. So yeah, this one's gonna have to be moved a little more to the right, and this one's gonna have to be moved a little bit to the left. And so ideally, though, there's more stuff I want to do, but there's a lot of animations that we kind of need to do, and all of that takes money. But we're just working with what we have right now. So I think as long as it's interesting and challenging, I think it will be fun, and especially if we're doing a clan versus clan battle, I think it will be great. So that's where we are at right now. And obviously more things to come, like customization of tanks. Like right now you have like a little tank like that, but it might be customized to something else because it's a player. It's like player owned, so we can customize the tanks. We can customize the bases because it's clan owned. Unlike before, you couldn't really customize the what is this called, the bases, but now you can. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. Now, one thing that I didn't kind of that I haven't applied yet is the amount of tanks in the base. Like if you're on HQ1, right? Um, if you should be able to select it, but I don't think I integrated that yet, right? Yeah, you can't really go to the. Oh, can you go to the base? I just click on the base right now. Can you go to the base? I don't even know myself. Might be a bug. I'm not sure. We're about to see right now. Oh, look at that lag. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it kind of knows more or less where to go to. That makes sense. Okay. So I guess it knows where to go. That's interesting. Like I don't need to click on the objectives, which is fine, right? But you see, it's smooth, and then it just goes slow. I don't know why. I don't know why it does that. But I think the speed is fine. I don't know if people will think that the speed is not fine. I'm not sure. We'll have to, all of those things we have to like kind of polish. All of those are details to make sure that we're a-okay. Now upgrades for the tanks is gonna cost tasks, and we might have those upgrades, but I don't know yet I'm not certain about having upgrades because ideally what I would like to see is that the mining, so those who are mining ores and refining them, etc., can can make the modules so they can purchase it, kind of like a market basically. So right now we don't have that market, right? We're just kind of like we have like just we have the most basic we can possibly think of right now. So I hope that I can advance this even more and more and more as we approach the deadline, which our deadline is basically within like 10 days from now. And one cool thing about this is that let's say you have friends that are in a clan and you can't make it, like you can't battle, and you want to see it, you want to watch it, you can like everybody can watch the battle basically. Like you can just come and you're gonna see all the tanks fighting each other, which is kind of cool. Well, I mean, not really fighting because remember we're just going to a capture point and then just trying to right. This is more like a strategy where you're trying to local to put your assets where they need to be. And I do have some other options that I want to include as well, but those will take some time to do because right now it's a little bit hard to do. Okay. So, anyways, I think that's basically it. This is what I'm working on, and as you know, it's a work in progress. So we're gonna see how it rolls out and how it pans out as I keep on pushing forward. Like I said, this has very much room for improvement. You can see the match time remaining, the intermission time, all of the shenanigans. Right, we have a lot of work. Okay, we have a lot of work to polish this and put it as pretty as possible, basically. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, that's basically it for now. Let me know comments what you think about it. What are some ideas that you think that we can add? If not, yeah, just any comment. Appreciated regards how we can improve it, or like I said, any ideas that you may have to make it more fun, right? So yeah, that's basically it. Future, I'm gonna keep on working on this until the 25th. So let's see how it changes over time, and I'm excited. All right. That's basically it for today. And I will see you tomorrow, same time, 8 a.m. Lima, Peru. So we can discuss and maybe we have something more advanced. I think this is kind of cool, right? Because you start to see how a game can change over time, and that's something I couldn't do before because I was just mainly calling blockchain. But now I'm able to show the game, right? Like I'm able to show you how I progress making a game. So I think that's kind of cool. All right. Anyways, take care, guys. Peace out.